Here's how to use the Cabinet Refacing Veneer Cutting Kit. The kit includes an acrylic cutting template, a trim guide, and a roller. First, sand and tack cloth the face frame. Typical face frame dimensions are 3-inch stiles, 1.5-inch stiles, 1.5-inch top rail, and 1.5-inch rails. Let's start with the 3-inch stiles. First, measure the length of the stile, then transfer that length and add a 1/2 inch. Now we locate the 3-inch face frame width on the acrylic cutting template. The acrylic cutting guide helps keep the veneer nice and flat while we cut it. Next, find the center mark for the 3-inch face frame. Then, mark it on the veneer. Mark the center on the face frame. Line up the center marks. Then peel and press the veneer. Next, cut around the horizontal rails and simply bend the veneer. Finally, trim the back with the trim guide. Now to the 1.5-inch stiles. Transfer the length plus 1/2 inch. Locate the 1.5-inch face frame slot using the reference point. Lay flat and cut. Find the center mark from the 1.5-inch face frame. Then mark it on the veneer. Mark the center on the 1.5-inch face frame using the 3/4 inch notch on the trim guide. Line up the center marks, then peel and press. Cut the veneer around the horizontal face frames, then simply bend it. Use the pressure roller to get good adhesion to the face frame. Repeat on the other side. Use the trim guide to trim the back. Now onto the top face frame. Add that 1/2 inch to the length. On the acrylic template, locate the top face frame cutting slot. And press down and cut. Center the veneer on the top face frame. Then peel and press. Cut the veneer around the vertical stiles. Bend it. Then, using the trim guide, place it on the face frame, cut the overlap. By doing this, it allows you to peel away the excess to get a nice tight fit. Now the 1.5-inch rails. Add that 1/2 inch to the length again. On the acrylic cutting template, again, find that 1.5-inch face frame slot. Press and cut. Next, find the center mark for the 1.5-inch face frame on the acrylic template. And mark the veneer. Using the 3/4 inch notch on the trim guide, mark the center. Line up the center marks again. Then peel and press. Next, cut the veneer around the vertical stiles. Then bend. Using the trim guide, trim the overlap and remove the excess. This gives you a nice, tight fit. Repeat that process on the other side. bend and press the veneer on the underside. Finally, use the trim guide to trim the back of the veneer. Sand and finish, and you have a new cabinet.